have anything planned, so I'm having a cozy little day. I decided to vlog because sometimes when I'm bored, vlogging gives me something to do. It gives me someone to talk to in a way, and it kind of allows me to be creative, and it just like occupies my mind. I don't do well with boredom. Yeah, not at all. I don't know about you, but like when I get bored, I start thinking about everything that's ever gone wrong in my life, what's next for my life. I don't know, I just start thinking like, I just go crazy a little bit, and I start thinking like really negatively, and I think I get like more angry. And I'm working really hard on getting a routine for myself, especially because I'm in Scotland and the sun is going down at 4:30. Yeah, 4:30 p.m. And the sun comes up at like 7:30. And oh man, it's raining. I was just about to go for a walk. Scotland. Anyways, the sun comes up at like 7:30 a.m. So I'm trying to adjust my sleep schedule to kind of match the sun. So I'm trying to get up a little bit earlier, closer to like 7:30 a.m. and then go to bed a little bit earlier so I can maximize the amount of sunlight that my skin sees. I'm very lucky that I have giant windows, and because I'm a student, I'm able to actually, you know, go on walks during the day instead of being at a desk trapped away from the sun. But because it's winter and it's cold and it's rainy and the sun is going down so much earlier, I know that I'm going to need to give myself a routine, a pretty strict routine, or else I'm gonna go insane. I'm gonna go nuts. So I'm trying to work on, you know, waking up at the same time every day, exercising at a similar-ish time every day. So today I woke up at like 8-ish, which is pretty good for a Sunday. Made some coffee, did some Pilates as you saw. And today I'm trying to finish this book, Theater of Marbles by Leanne Dillsworth. I think I have 100 pages left. Yeah, I'm on 320 and there's like 414 pages. I'm really liking this book. It is a historical fiction. It's set in Victorian London. The main character, her name is Zilla. She is Black and British, and her mom is from Barbados. She was a slave, and Zilla was born a free woman. However, just because she's free doesn't mean she's free. It's Victorian London. She's an actress, and what she does is she pretends to be an African queen, even though we've just established that her mom was from Barbados and her dad was a white British man, so she's of mixed race, and she pretends to be this African queen. So they paint her skin darker, and she gets up on stage and does these tribal dances. She thinks the audience likes her, but they really don't. And basically what the point of the book is that throughout the course of the book, she kind of learns about her own legacy and history and power. Because at the very beginning of the book, Zilla, her whole goal is to get white people to like her. She's a mistress to this white viscount. You know, she's performing on stage as an African queen for this all-white audience. And one day she meets an African man. He takes her to some talks and introduces her to some people, and she kind of starts to learn a little bit more about her own power. Oh my god, it just got so sunny now. Jeez Louise. But she starts to learn about her own power. And there's also a mystery in here because one of her fellow stage acts goes missing, and she's being kept hidden from Zilla, and Zilla's trying to find her. So she kind of has to go through the streets of London and uncover all these mysteries and secrets to try to find her. I will say this book can be pretty heartbreaking. A lot of things that happen are not pleasant. She is a mixed woman living in Victorian London, and she's not treated well, and neither are some of her fellow stage acts. But I think that's what makes books like this so important to read. It's important to read books with main characters who have completely different backgrounds and experiences than you. It's important to read authors who don't look like you or sound like you or think like you even, because that's where you learn empathy, and that's the importance of reading. It can open your mind to thoughts and lived experiences that you will never have because you'll never understand what that's like, but books can help you understand. So I do really like this book. I think it's pretty powerful. Another thing too is that, you know, Zilla at the beginning, she's trying so hard to get these white audiences to like her, and she starts to learn that that is just as much oppression because she is putting herself at the mercy of these white people and doing whatever she thinks that she should to get them to like her. And she's kind of ignoring her own history and past and who she is in order to do that. It's not my favorite book ever in the world. Some of the writing is not my favorite. I'm not the biggest fan of some of the dialogue and the way that Zilla's inner thoughts are written. I think that could have been developed a little bit more. But other than that, this book is really, I'm not gonna say fun. It's not fun, but it's very intriguing and interesting. Yeah, anyways, so I'm gonna try to finish this today. I plan on having a chill day. I also need to finish an essay for school. Slay. It's due tomorrow. It's already done. I just want to reread it a couple more times, make sure there's no typos, make sure it all flows nicely. And I think I need to cut like 20 words. I'm wondering if a professor will, I'm a grad student, do you think a professor will really care if my essay is 20 words over? Anyways, now it looks like it's sunny. I just had to pull the curtain. So this is the thing about Scotland. The weather here makes no sense. I am genuinely so confused all the time. It could be so sunny and pouring at the same time. It could look so warm, and then you go outside and it's freezing, or it's freezing and then you start walking and you're sweating your nuts off. It's like, it's the most confusing weather I've ever experienced, and there is no way to adequately prepare for the outside. You just have to bring everything. Wear a tank top and a sweater, bring a raincoat and a scarf and an umbrella. Just have it all in your Mary Poppins bag and you'll be good to go. Anyways, yeah. I'm listening to an audiobook version of Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson, and this cemetery setting is kind of really adding to the vibe. So behind me is the Glasgow Cathedral, and where I just walked is the necropolis, and there are over 50,000 people here. That's insane. That was the most perfect November walk. It's kind of controversial, but I am an anti-early Christmas music person, okay? Because to me, November deserves love, right? November is such a good month in my opinion because the leaves are still orange. It still looks like beautiful fall outside. The weather's getting a little chilly and you can read dark academia books, and I don't know, I just feel like November is such a good month. And by starting Christmas music early, it's November erasure and it's Evermore erasure. And we already get enough of that from Taylor herself. So this is our chance to blast the Evermore album, to enjoy the fall aesthetic with like no spooky scary vibes. It's literally just like fall and poems. I don't know, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's like November is the epitome of introspection, and maybe because of Thanksgiving and thinking about why you're grateful for things, but I just love November. It's one of my favorite months, and I don't know guys, let's not rush it. Let's not be too hasty. So anyways, now I will be blasting Evermore for the foreseeable future. And you know, I'm gonna keep my pumpkins because November is pumpkins too. You don't have to throw away all of your pumpkins and October decorations when Thanksgiving rolls around. Like, you can keep your leaf wreaths on the door and you can keep your fall stuff on the mantle. Like, it's just, stop rushing it. December will come. Christmas will get its time. Let's let November shine. Okay, I've read through my essay multiple times. I think it's as good as it's gonna get, but I'm really nervous to press submit. It's not like it's worth 40% of my grade or anything. I'm really struggling with this because basically all of my classes, there's 2 essays and that's it. And the first one is a shorter essay. So this one was only 2,000 words. And then the final essay is like 4,000 or 5,000 words. But this essay is worth 40% of my grade. And then the long essay is worth 60% of my grade. And that's it. That's your entire grade. Like, nothing else goes into it. And what's freaking me out so bad is, like, I love essays. I think I did okay. I definitely answered the question in a really unique way, and I'm hoping that that doesn't like bite me in the ass. I'm hoping that he's not like, girl, this is too out there. there wasn't like a simple little tiny essay that was only worth 5 or 10% of your grade, where you can see his grading style and what he's interested in and like what he's kind of looking for. It's just yeah, submit it and see what you get and hope he likes it, and if not, then it's not like it was 40% of your grade. Anyways, let's press submit together, shall we? Okay, here we go. What if I do so bad? Like, I did a lot of research. It's definitely interesting and unique. I just hope he likes interesting and unique. You just never know if a professor is like a stickler for just tell me the facts versus, but this is a media and communication course. Just a little nervous. Okay, had submission. Okay, I have the Twilight song stuck in my head for some reason. Oh, 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 oh. Oh my god, this accounts for 40% of your mark. See, my other essay from my other class I feel really, really confident in. This one I feel less confident. All right, here we go. That was really anticlimactic. It said, "Are you sure you want to submit this?" Okay, well, yes. And it's turned in. For my midterms, I still have one more essay due. I haven't even started it. I have no idea what I want to do it about. It's not even like an essay. It's more of a proposal, because I'm in this analytics class where we're learning how to use different softwares to analyze media data. So for example, the other day in class, we downloaded like thousands and thousands and thousands of YouTube comments from whatever video you wanted. So I did Taylor Swift's new music video, and I downloaded all of the comments from that comment section. And we uploaded into this software, and then it will show us like what words are the most common, what phrases, and then it'll show you the order of like a really popular word was deserves. And then like there'll be an arrow and it'll go to like recognition or to hate, and it'll show you like what phrases are most commonly used. And then it also shows you what users are posting the most and like their age and gender, so you can kind of see the demographics of who is commenting. We're supposed to basically do that for a final project that's like 5,000 words. But the proposal is just you introducing the topic, what software you're going to use, how you're going to conduct the research, how you're going to find the data. And I don't know what I want to do. That's due in 10 days, so I better really get on that. These essays I was so prepared for. Like I wrote outlines for them and was doing research for like maybe like all of October. So I felt really, really prepared, and like I took it one step at a time. This one I just don't know. I don't even know how to format it. Like, how do you format a proposal about what you're going to be doing? I don't know. Comment below if you know. Thanks. Well, the sun's going down, so basically my day's over, and it's really putting me in my feels. And when your celebrity crush gets a girlfriend, it's just really upsetting. There was a chance that I could be with that man. A slight one, but there was a chance. And now, that should be me making you laugh. I've never done a couple's costume. I would have done one with him if he asked. I would have done anything he wanted. I'm really distraught over this. It's like reality has come shattering down on me. I don't know, guys. Part of me thought starstruck could happen to me. Except for I'm more of the crazy sister, not the one that gets the guy. I'm more of the obsessive one. So maybe this wasn't ever in the cards for me. I'm just really contemplating life, and hope he's happy, but accidentally just doom scrolled for like an hour. Ugh. That is a really bad and annoying habit of mine. It's like I can't stop, even though I'm not gaining anything from the scrolling. Who is playing that? Excuse you, I'm trying to vlog here. Anyways, I'm gonna cook dinner now, so that'll give my brain and hands something to do besides scroll on freaking TikTok. Still very hot. I made some sleepy time tea and I'm going to try to finish this book. I hope that the ending does not disappoint me because right now this book is teetering between 3 and 4 stars. What I really like about this book is that you can clearly see the growth of the main character. So the Zilla at the beginning of this book is completely different from the Zilla at the end of this book, and her growth is really believable. Like, you can clearly see the journey that she's gone on and how she got to point A from point B. And I think something really cool about this book also is that Zilla, her journey includes a lot of learning. And I think it's important to recognize that learning is a way of fighting back in itself. Because when you think about it, Zilla, her oppressors don't want her to learn about her history and her power and where she came from. They don't want her to know that there's a community of people out there like her that will accept her and take her in and help her. They don't want her to know any of that. And so throughout this book, she learns so much about who she is and why her past and where she came from isn't shameful. At the beginning of this, she's embarrassed to say that her mom was a slave. And by the end, she's like, that is not anything to be ashamed of. That is a part of my story. So it is really cool to see the growth of the main character. My major gripe is that I don't necessarily always love Zilla's inner thoughts. I do think some of them come across as really simple in the sense of like, this is what I'm thinking and why. And it's very like, tell it like it is. This is where my head's at. I just was looking for a little bit more depth, I think. There are a lot of heavy themes and topics in this book, and I think some of Zilla's thoughts could have been a little bit deeper. That being said, I did learn so much from this novel. I do just think it's lacking a little bit of depth that could have been there. I'm gonna finish this. Hopefully the ending does not disappoint me. It's supposed to be something big, so we'll see.